doing some talking. It's all the thing. It's all the rage of this thing now, talking. It's mental. It's gone viral, talking.
Thanks for letting me out.
And my entire face blew off because of the
Who the fuck
pressurised
thought that was going to go
container it was stored within.
The world is very loud.
Please help me pay rent!
Oh my goodness, what's he talking about now?
Hello and welcome to ABP Rambles. Got a special guest today.
Me.
What's your name? No, come on, what's your name?
Casper.
Where are you from?
Portland.
We'll get into that in a bit, won't we?
Will we? Okay.
We're going to talk about Spain.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
That's not Portland.
First things first, let's have a drink. Talking usually dries us out, doesn't it? So let's have a drink first. Try and guess what Casper's drinking. Okay, so I don't usually have you on these videos for the rambles, but I've picked two things that aren't too crazy. So, AI. Oh my god, my arm is red. We went to a county show yesterday, didn't we? And there was a guy with a horse.
Yeah.
And he was talking about how AI is going to take everyone's jobs. And this isn't triggered by that, but it was something I wanted to talk about anyway. And this guy kind of reminded me that it was worth talking about. So, as a bit of a guinea pig for this video, because we haven't done anything like this before.
Are you calling me a guinea pig?
Yes, absolutely. So what do you know about AI, Casper?
We talked about this.
What does it mean? What's it stand for?
Artificial intelligence.
Okay, and what two examples can you think of
This is like
that are
school.
AI? I can tell you two.
Okay, tell me.
We could do two each.
Okay.
Do you want me to go first?
You.
Okay, so AI can learn things and then just keep doing it. Which means that some people might lose their jobs. Because if you're just like self-service checkouts, you see them everywhere, don't you? You don't really, apart from Aldi, you don't really see that many people on checkouts nowadays, do you? So another example is music and audio. So when I record a podcast, I might use AI to so if I start shouting like this, like the audio will do that. And if I start whispering, it will just do that, like a little wave. AI can mix it so that they both join together. So it's like it flattens it into the middle. So that would take me hours and hours to do as a person, whereas AI can kind of figure it out quite quickly. So what two versions of AI do you know about? They're my two.
You didn't say two.
Yeah, I did.
Self-service checkouts.
Yeah.
Self-service.
Learning processes and
self-service
remixing
checkouts
audio.
from Tesco. And you know when you wait, is there self-driving cars?
There is self-driving cars.
Okay.
They're not AI.
Oh.
That's Teslas. They use something called autopilot.
Then
And
AI.
you can turn it off. AI, you mentioned chat in the
Yeah,
supermarket.
the
We were just
chat.
at. What was it? Chat?
GPT.
Yeah. So what can that do? So you put a little search into Chat GPT, like, tell us about Absolute Bedlam Podcast. And it will just go, and it will be like, Absolute Bedlam Podcast was started in October 2022. Ben has had guests on from all sorts of people, like Brendan from Wheatus, MC Lars, Angry Bootneck, Blue Van Man.
This is an ad for.
No, I'm just saying that's what it would say, because it would scan Spotify really, really quickly, and it would just give you a list of everything that's done, and it will say what the podcast talks about. It will say basically whatever you ask it, it will immediately give you a response. And also another thing that AI can do is it can create art.
I've seen that.
So it can create images and artwork for like logos and band icons and blah blah blah. You do all sorts. It also gets used in YouTube, I think, because there's an algorithm on YouTube. So if you search makeup haul, then YouTube will bring up like 30,000 people doing makeup hauls. Yeah, so it's kind of like a Google search. But the thing that's scary about AI is it has the potential to take over the world. And this is what everyone seems to be scared of. That it can learn faster than us as humans, and it can take over and say, well, why am I listening to you lot? I can just run this world by myself. So a lot of people think that AI is like the robots are taking over. And I don't think we're there yet. That's why I wanted to talk about it. Because I think AI is meant to help us. I don't think it's meant to replace us. What do you think? Do you think we're eventually going to be doomed by AI? Or do you think it will just help us and we'll just be fine?
Yeah, fine.
I think it's ultimately dependent on like the president and the prime minister and the people that actually understand the technology. Because a lot of technology now is just like billions and billions of dollars. Like iPhone will just change something about their phones and everyone will just go, yeah, cool, whatever.
They don't change anything about their phones.
They changed their charging ports recently on their phones.
They take about a couple, like maybe 4 years
Yeah.
to add a charging port when they could have
Yeah.
just done that to the older model.
Yeah, well, the charging ports changed, basically.
Well done.
So there's now 2 charging ports in the world. There's USB-C, which is what my phone uses, and there's iPhone lightning cable.
That's rude.
I'm not trying to do that. We'll do 2, 3.
Just do this.
Basically,
Simples.
Apple got taken to court and said, why have you made a charger that's not USB-C? And Apple went, we like money. So now everything, as of the end of 2024, will be USB-C. And there'll be one charging cable, one charging port across all phones and all laptops and all that sort of stuff, apparently. So yeah, what do you think about AI? Good or bad?
Good, I guess.
I think it's good.
Sometimes it can be bad.
Yeah. I think Spotify uses AI to kind of guess what song you would like based on your playlist. Like you've got a playlist on Spotify, haven't you? And at the bottom of the playlist, it says, oh, you might like My Chemical Romance. You might like Imagine Dragons, all that sort of thing. But it's just a suggestion. You don't have to say, yeah, okay, you take over the world. It's just trying to help you, isn't it?
Mm.
So that's what I think about AI, and that's what Casper thinks
And
about
I
AI.
think it's a bit funny how people probably... Well, AI, right? What's in AI? So, do you think in 1,000 years' time, you're going to go to Aldi and self-service checkouts are going to hunt you down? That's not very scary.
No, that would be a human, wouldn't it? It'd be a security guard. But there is a film called RoboCop. And robots are usually historically very bad at making decisions. So this is why we still exist as people, is because a lot of our lives are decisions. Like AI or robots can build cars, but if you change the door on one of the cars, then it just goes, I don't know what's going on, and stops. It's very good at doing the same thing over and over and over again. Okay? Right, so next thing we want to talk about, Casper might not have such an opinion on this because I've kind of thrown him in last minute on this one because I quite like having other people in videos. So Spain and Tunisia have recently been in the news. I think this might be a couple of weeks old now. And essentially they've said that they don't want tourists going over there anymore because a lot of the people from the UK go over there and get very, very drunk and start smashing everything up, right? Spain and Tunisia, guess how much they earn most of their money as a country? Tourism.
Yeah.
So us going over there and spending money on like fridge magnets, on alcohol, on cigarettes, on the theatre, going over there and watching a film, all that sort of stuff, eating their food, go to their restaurants. So basically by them saying we don't want people going over there and wrecking everything, that kind of stops the cash flowing in the country, which means that Spain and Tunisia might go bankrupt, basically. So what's happening, you're just staring at me at this point. What's happening is, this happens all the time, by the way. This will happen a lot in your life, right? Say you're going to Weymouth fireworks, and there's a couple of people there that are complete idiots, and they're like rolling around on the floor and they're screaming. What could happen, right, as a result of those people, is fireworks night gets cancelled. And that's obviously not a good thing, is it?
No.
Because a couple of people have ruined it for everyone, right? So by Spain going, oh, well, we're not allowing people back into the country, it just makes everyone look bad, basically.
And then they lose all their money.
Yeah. Yeah, tourism, especially, we live in Weymouth, don't we?
Yeah.
And a lot of people come here during the summer and spend lots and lots of money. And it clogs up our roads, it creates a bit of tension, because quite a lot of people in Weymouth are quite proud to live in Weymouth, aren't they?
Yeah.
People on Portland as well, they don't have to deal with it so much. People tend to go to Portland for like a day, and then they go to like the quarry, and then they go back to Weymouth. Also, another thing I've completely forgot to mention is like Spain has lots and lots of hotels, specifically for like UK and other tourists to go over there, and that money goes back into the economy, which is like a big pot of money, basically. So yeah, I wouldn't be too happy if loads of people came over to Weymouth and started like setting fire to stuff and smashing stuff up and getting drunk and all that sort of stuff. But unfortunately, that's kind of the way it is at the moment. But I think something to end this video on could be that we just need to be a bit nicer when we go on holiday.
Okay.
Not you, this isn't an intervention, it's just...
Well, be nice to people. Kids.
Yeah, and I'm aware that you've only ever been on holiday once, haven't you? Outside the country, you went to France, didn't you?
Yeah.
Were you really nice in France?
Yeah.
Were you horrible?
Yeah.
You were horrible?
No. I mean, no.
This is an intervention. Then.
Yes, I've been to France.
But you just
I
got to be nice to people, haven't you? Say thank you. It might be a good idea as well if we do go on holiday, like if we go to somewhere like Spain or Italy or Japan or something like that. It might be nice to Duolingo the language and to learn a bit of the language.
I'm already doing that.
Yeah, but you're learning a Game of Thrones language.
Yeah.
Which is a bit like, why are we doing that?
Why not?
Have you nearly finished that?
No.
Are you going to learn another language afterwards?
No.
You're not?
Maybe.
I thought you liked Duolingo.
I do like Duolingo.
But imagine if we went over to France and we started speaking French, all of the people would be like, oh my god, they're actually trying to like be like French.
And I know, all I need to know in French is un, deux, trois, quatre, cinq, six, sept, huit, neuf, dix.
What if you need some food?
I say, can I have a burger? Can I have un...
You just point and shout.
Can I have un burger?
Is it hamburger? I think.
I'll just go to a
Hamburger et fromage.
I'll just go to a shop and say hamburger.
Do you know what fromage is?
No.
Don't you?
Chips.
Nearly.
French fries.
CH something.
I said chips.
What did we have lots of yesterday at the county fair?
Chips. Olives.
Free stuff.
Brownies.
Cheese.
Oh yeah, I knew that.
Brownies? Where did you go? I don't have any brownies.
I got some brownies.
Wow, what a bombshell.
Yeah, that's
Right, what do people need to do if they want to keep watching these videos?
eat brownies.
What do they really need to do?
Be kind to people.
And like?
And
Come on, you can do it!
give us money from our Patreon.
No, I was going to say subscribe.
Yeah.
They can give us money if they want. PayPal link below. It gives Casper a chance to learn education and go to school. Gives me a chance to eat food and put fuel in my car. And it allows us the space to be able to think of ideas, talk about subjects, and pay rent. So thanks for watching.
And afford therapy for me.
Come this way.
Uh-oh.
Say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye everyone. See ya.